Peace! Midnight Raven. Today is the 19th of January and it is Baltic outside. It is freezing. It is -2 or 3 currently. And it is cold. We have frost. Frost. It is cold. So today I just wanted to give another update. Like I said, I haven't really been on YouTube, not really been live streaming, but people want to keep up to date with what I'm doing and how I've been. And I know I gave one recently, but we have had some tiny updates. I now have a funeral date for my nan. The funeral date is the 5th of February. She's going to be buried on that day. There's going to be a wake afterwards. I'll get to see some of my family, which I haven't seen in a while. And my son is coming with me, and other family, sisters, and everything else are all coming. And it'll be a day to hang out and reflect on my nan's life. Her name was Hazel, just to give her a name instead of calling her my nan constantly. Her name was Hazel. And she's going to be buried on the 5th. What else? Aside from my nan's funeral, a lot has happened. I have been signed off for longer. I am now off until the 16th of February. I now have another month. Well, I had 3 weeks off. I've now got a month off. And the month is to do multiple things. First of all, to bury my nan. Then I have a counseling session on the 29th. I have a blood test on the 23rd. I have to fill in a PIP form which is if you're in the UK, it's personal independence payment. I think it's that. And that is to try and qualify for more help with my back. If you don't know, I was born with spinal stenosis, a debilitating back condition that over time erodes the spine and makes you hunch and makes it painful to just move and do stuff. About 6 or 7 years ago, I hurt my back at work and it made it worse. And ever since then, the pain has got severely worse and worse. Yes, I do go to work, but I'm in a different job now. And the strain on my back is quite bad. I don't take medication of any kind because none of it works. It never has done and never will. I've learned to cope with the pain in my back through my own methods, using heat pads, yoga to stretch out the muscles, to keep them slender, to go for walks, to do regular hot baths to relax the muscles. But recently, over the last, I want to say 6 or 7 months, the pain in my back's got worse. Obviously, I had a car accident at Christmas or just before Christmas, which didn't help. It made it incredibly painful, even more so. That has kind of subsided. I still get the odd twinge in my back, which I used to anyway, due to the back problems I already had. But on top of my mental health and my back, and I'm also half deaf and losing my hearing, I've been told to apply for PIP, which would give me extra money each week, and I would be able to have a more consistent work schedule because I would be able to work enough without overdoing my back, which is what I currently do. I overwork, I hurt my back, I just get over it, and then I hurt my back some more, and it's a repeating cycle. And things have been getting harder, like carrying shopping, walking too long without having to sit down. The pressure in my back is unbearable. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and it feels like cement is in my back, but I've had lumbar injections, I've been refused surgery. There is nothing more they can do for me apart from cope with the pain and to learn to tolerate it basically, and then just wait for it to get worse over time. So I'm going to fill that in, which is fun. I was on hold for 40 minutes with the doctor this morning to get my sick note extended. That's a joy. If you've ever been on hold to a doctor's and they have a tune that plays over and over for 40 minutes, you probably need a doctor after hearing the same tune for 40 minutes. Um, but I've sorted that. Obviously, my nan's funeral. I have blood tests coming up on the 23rd. They're going to try and find a vein. I don't know about you, but they've never been able to find many veins in my arm that come to the surface to take blood. One nurse tried 4 or 5 times last time I needed to have some bloods taken, and she basically gave up. Couldn't get a vein up to take any. Um, I do have a tendency to faint when they do take it. It's a natural reaction to me for needles because I can't stand them. I have got better over time. I only passed out once last time. And then after that, I've been relatively okay. Things have, I want to say, slowly improved with taking blood. What is wrong with my eyes today? They seem a bit glary. I'm quite tired, to be honest. I haven't really slept. You can probably tell. I look like shit. I look like shit. Um, the mental health side, is up and down. Some days are good, some days are bad, some days are worse, some days I don't even want to get out of bed. Other days I pick myself up and I strive on, and it's hard. Don't let anybody tell you that mental health is just something you can choose to have. You don't choose to feel like this. So I'm now off for 4 weeks to get paperwork in order to bury my nan, to have counselling, to have results from my blood test, which will be taken on Monday, and to find out what's going on with my hair loss, my weight loss, feeling dizzy and faint. I think it's low iron and that my blood pressure's dropped again. I do have a tendency to have low blood pressure, but sometimes it does dip quite a bit. And the same on my iron levels, they're quite bad. Um, and they've tried multiple ways of getting iron into me. I've had tablets, I've had liquid iron. I don't know what else they could do to increase my iron. My body doesn't seem to absorb it, which is weird. It was the same through all of my pregnancies. They tried to get iron into me, and my body just didn't seem to like it. Sleeping is a bit iffy. My sleep pattern is so off. I am so tired, but so awake all at the same time. I'm like overtired, but even when I've slept, I don't feel I've slept. I still feel tired. Even now, even though I've probably had 6 or 7 hours, I still feel tired. See? Tired. God, Jesus. I think it's looking in the camera at me and I'm like, oh my God. So I know, I look a bit disheveled. I'm wearing my Cruella de Vil day. It felt like a Cruella de Vil day. I just feel, ooh. What else? What else? Thank you for all watching my true crime stuff as well. If you didn't know, True Crime with Raven is back with a bang. I've been putting out 2 or 3 true crime things a day using a new AI reader that I have. I do have someone in the pipeline of finding me a better one, so that I can get my stories out there, because I just do not feel well enough to be on camera to do them myself. But this is a way that I can still get content out. We've got the minimalist challenge where I'm trying to donate stuff to charity. We've got the insults a day, which is just tongue in cheek and for fun. It's a bit different to a joke a day, which if you don't watch Anna Rom's jokes, her dad jokes every day, go watch them. They're hilarious. She's a hoot. And then obviously we've got the date ideas because Valentine's is coming up in February. So aside from all of that, how do I generally feel? Let's have an overview. I feel okay. I wouldn't say great. I'd say okay. I just don't have the oomph right now. I feel low. I feel tired. I feel drained. It's been a rough couple of weeks with Nan passing and my mental health dipping once again. I just want things to be that little bit more balanced and easy. Just balance and easiness. you'd think it was asking for the world, and it is. It's asking for life to go a certain way when life doesn't have a structure. It just kind of falls into place, and what happens, happens. But what you gonna do? Like I said, I'm getting there. It's baby steps, as a friend told me. Each day is a day of progress, and I just have to see it as progressing takes time. Um, and then in a couple of months' time, I can sign up for bereavement counselling. Because my nan has died, I have to wait 2 months to have bereavement counselling. And then we're going to do bereavement counselling for my nan, my uncle, the neighbour I found dead, if you know that story, and for my friend of 27 years who I lost in February. Um, it's a really hard topic to talk about because my channel surrounds itself with death, true crime, cemeteries, but it's losing someone close to you that gets it for me. I can do serial killers and murderers all day long, but losing someone close to me is an entirely different story. It hits an entirely different part of my existence, or heartstrings, or bones, or whatever you want to call it. See, I'm getting upset already. Change the topic. Um, but yeah, it hits differently. It just does. And graveyard journals will be coming back, but they're not coming back till next week or possibly the week after. I'm still not quite ready to go to a graveyard yet. Obviously, with my nan passing, um, the next time I'm going to go to a graveyard is going to be to bury my nan, and I don't know if I have the stomach to go to a graveyard before then, because I might just burst into tears. But she's being buried on the 5th of February. There's a little bit of backlog because obviously, a lot of people die over Christmas, flus, COVIDs. It takes a little bit longer to be buried if you die around that time. Um, it's no fault of anybody's, really. Um, but yeah, she'll be laid to rest. If you want to help the channel in any way and fund my nan's reef, you can donate to PayPal. All donations to PayPal currently are going to fund my nan's reef. If you want to donate to me personally rather than funding my nan's reef, you can just say it's for me. Or if you want to donate to my nan's reef fund, you can donate to PayPal. PayPal will be the quickest way for me to get the money as she's being buried on the 5th. If you want to super chat or whatever, you can do that. But obviously, I won't get it till the next month. But if you want to help my nan or help me out this month, that would be amazing. Even a few dollars would help towards her reef. As you well know, reefs are not cheap. Dying isn't cheap. It's more expensive sometimes to die than it is to be alive. Would you believe it? Even in death, it costs you money. But yeah, I'm going to leave it on that note. So, like I said, if you want to help with my nan's reef, PayPal. If you want to donate to me, make sure you put me. If you want a super chat, or super thanks or whatever, all well and good. All money is good money. I don't know whether I'll do a lot of graveyard stuff before Nan is buried. If not, graveyard journals will return in February once my Nan has been buried. So if you can please just give me some leeway to grieve for my Nan before I go back to a graveyard. And yeah, so let's be positive. Let's try and bring things up a bit. I love you all. If you want to ask any questions or anything, comment in the chat. Like I said, if you want to help me out this month, it's all going towards my nan. And I will see you all very soon. Take care and thanks for watching. I love you all. Bye, guys.